everybody. Good afternoon. All right. You can do better than that, can't you? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right, that's good. We're waiting for a few more people to come in. I'm very, very pleased to share with you our artist today and the performers performing for her. We've had a nice association over the years with students of Amy Young, also just wonderful connections. She's been involved with our friends from the Jasper Quartet and is a faculty member at the Curtis Institute and handles keyboard studies and also chamber music. And one of the things we thought is you're all being coached and taught by wonderful, wonderful string players all the time, because that's kind of a focus of the program. But the pianists in our program are very important to their ensembles, and we were able to bring in Miss Young to come and speak to us and to also approach us in a way from an expert pianist for chamber music. So that's the plan for today. I do want to let you all know that next week our guest artist will be Clancy Newman, cellist. There will be a cello master class. We'll also have visitors from the Philadelphia International Music Festival here in and around the master class hour. And as I've been told, they're bringing donuts, so you don't want to miss. And two things: you can get good information and donuts. So. And also, I've been told by the people from the Temple Department of Education who are having their meeting today that the food that's out on the tables out there is up for grabs, and please help yourselves because they're finished with it. So anyway, there's some sandwiches and cookies and whatever. But for now, let's have a great master class. Our first performers for you will be Mr. Parker's piano trio in B-flat major by Mozart. They're playing the third movement, the Allegretto. They are Soobin Kim, violin, Cami Florea, cello, and Michelle Hahn, piano. And as I said, they're coached by Charles Parker. And unfortunately, we don't have any Bach for you today, but we have some nice Mozart and Brahms. But does anybody know what today is in relationship to Bach? All right, Oliver? All right, Bach's birthday. So happy birthday to Bach. So we'll play some Mozart and Brahms for him today. Let's have the trio come out.
Well, let me just say how delighted and honored I am to be here. Mark, thank you for the introduction, and I'm really excited to be with all of you in music today. Welcome back. Sorry about that. No worries. I should be that's best for optimizing the streaming, or
Wherever you're most comfortable.
Okay.
That's how we do it. If you want to get up a little closer to them, that's cool. Or if not, you know.
Yeah, sounds great.
We're open. We're just happy you're here.
Thank you for your being so collaborative in your response. It's great to hear you. Congratulations, and thank you certainly for brightening my afternoon with such optimistic and lively artistic playing. It's really a joy to hear you. Let me make sure I get your names right. Soobin? Okay. Cami? Okay. Do you go by Michelle? Okay. Excellent. I'm Amy. Very nice to spend this time together. I think there are wonderful elements that you're bringing to this music that I would love to explore further and accentuate, and also to help you organize the ways in which you can really come together as an ensemble in the interplay and building this relationship of the three as one, or sometimes as a duo, sometimes as very much also as a piano soloist in these situations, right? It's a tricky piano part. You play it very, very well. And maybe for some context, do you, in terms of your own research of the work, or if you have done a bit of that, like, any idea what's written around this trio? That's okay. That's okay. We're all learning and exploring together. I was thinking that we can really bring in the world of opera and concerto really much more into the dramatic arc and the dramatic possibilities of how he's using all those elements in his instrumental compositional technique, right? The Marriage of Figaro was premiered a couple months before this, and we have the 3 piano concertos, K488, A major, the magnificent C minor, the fatalistic, very demonic-driven, dark, unrelenting C minor, and then we have the great C major, the magnificent C major piano concerto, written right after this. We also have the Kegelstadt trio, and we have the G major trio around this. So it's a period in Mozart's life in 1786 where he is enjoying such maturity, such fluency with his own language, such a prime in his development. And I think when I think of the world of opera, and certainly Mozart, I mean, just the intrigue, the deception, the double plays, and then the crux of these storylines, and then the forgiveness and reconciliation, all of these elements, and certainly the reappearance of characters at pivotal moments. And what's so creative, certainly in this movement, is that the second theme comes back to end the piece, right? So, and I wonder, when you rehearse and when you kind of construct your own narrative in this trio, whether you can build a bit, even more of your dynamic character, of really also how to inflect more of the element of surprise and humor. I'm sure you're already working on these elements with your coach, but maybe in this setting we can explore some of those ideas. A very practical thing, I wonder if you can sit. Have you thought about where you like to be in relation to each other?
I think usually we're a little
Yeah. So kind of like the ownership of the space is yours. How might you adjust right now to amplify kind of a physical intimacy that you have with each other? Like, you need to communicate, right, with 2 people. So where it's kind of like, where's the angle where you can have the maximum amount of communication? I would say that Soobin, right? I wonder, when I'm playing with my trio, I wonder if you can go back a little bit. Yeah, here. Obviously, you have to find your sweet spot where you like and where you're comfortable. Because where you were sitting, make sure you always take the time to adjust and to make yourself in the best possible prime position. So where you're sitting, I think there's very little view of so you want to kind of have a sense of not only the pianist's fingers, but like the physicality, the expressive gestures of Michelle, right? And certainly kind of intuiting where our hammers hit the strings, kind of like being in conversation with how the instruments operate together, as diverse as they are. Are you able to see? Yeah, are you able to see Michelle's out of the periphery of your? Okay, great. Would you like to come a little bit closer? Are you comfortable this way? Okay, good. I promise I don't have some kind of nervous complex about these things. It's just in this setting I want to have a more visual context. Yeah, that makes a difference, I think, when you don't feel like you turned away from the audience. Right? Yeah. Okay. How are we doing on time? We have 12 minutes. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. I think I just so appreciate the ways that you, as string players, you really participate in the kind of the feeling the musical agency you have. even though your parts are more sparse, right? Underlining color, theme, thematic into place. It's at this point is still very much driven by the piano. It's almost like a concerto. But the more that you lean to that aspect, the more unified you are in the shaping of the drama altogether. And then I think, Michelle, you get to play it really like, very much like a soloistic playing. Like you have freedom. I mean, often you're actually quite, you're alone, right? The theme you always have first. The theme appears 3 times in this rondo form, and every time you can, the possibilities for inflecting something different. I already hear you thinking about it. I wonder if you can really magnify, just taking ownership of this artistic space. Yeah, and yeah, let's try a little bit in the beginning. Embellishments are the lively part, and then the beginning for you is more calm. You certainly play. I wonder if there's some articulative possibilities here with when you hear this G minor, just for like a hot second, but there's some he could have done. But what's so ingenious is these passing changes in mood within more of a all-encompassing, I suppose, emotional temperament. I think this to have this rhythmic and harmonic counterpoint. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I was going through the piece and just realizing how many digressions, or is it diversions? I'm not sure what exactly the difference is between the two. Perhaps you can tell me after the class. Just how he would have a phrase, and then in the repetition of it, the ending changes. The ending gets extended. And here we have a case of that. It should end there. Right? So kind of just beware of these moments where he's innovating at the end of an idea. And it's just one of the many reasons I know we all love him. Let's switch. Lovely. These moments where bring in the tutti, whether it's the whole orchestra or with your trio mates. There used to be kind of like an opening of energy, like you're creating this expansion of your universe so that they can join it. And I think it can be accomplished with a little bit of a deeper sound. This section between 18 and a half till where you ended. What section is this? Transition, yeah. Is it what would be a good word to use? Is it a very concise transition or a very elaborate transition? Yeah, I exactly. And this is what makes it, I think, really kind of unique. Is that we heard the first theme through the piano, and then the strings, and then there's this huge bridge, a transitional section, and then we get to the second theme. And the transitional section, which is meant to be kind of, we are transitioning, right, between territories. The transition becomes like almost a major thing that's developed, that's colored by the strings. Yeah, and I wonder, part of this kind of, I think you can also think a bit about certainly the historical instruments that these were played on. Like the Steins, for example, at the time, and the possibilities of the modern instruments. I think one easy thing to kind of inspire ourselves to do is that this new section, try to use a different kind of sound right away, right? So in the beginning, if we, or whatever you feel like in the moment, and you might just need to manipulate the instrument devices with these long tones. And also, I think for strings, right, I kind of, part of the challenge I imagine would be just to kind of really understand the piano part to know where you're cadencing with us. Let's try that again. Maybe, let's end with beginning. Conventional half cadence moments to build an element of surprise a bit more. In other words, I think instead of going right into the second theme, he's basically sending us multiple question marks, right? Like when you have this, what is it? And then the strings are going. There's a lot of. It's kind of like truncating that thing and then repeating it. So, kind of this, really the psychology of knowing, not knowing, pretending not to know where we will land. I wonder, yeah, what would change dramatically if we delayed the downbeat there? Do you want to try it? How about 30? Let's try one more time. No worries. Make sure to leave it open so that the way that you inflect that shows them where energetically they can catch the next. We need to end.
We should move on. Yes, I think so.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. It's I can help you say that.
Okay. So now we will hear the Piano Quintet in F minor, Opus 34, the first movement, Allegro non troppo, by Johannes Brahms. And you can see we've expanded from a trio to a quintet. And the players are Regan Lee and Ethan G, violins, and Dr. Ralph Allen subbing for a tendinitis-affected violist as violist. Amaru Muhammad, cello, and Yuze Lee, piano, and Dr. Allen is the coach.
privilege to have experienced your playing, your individual artistry, and your collective artistry. And thank you for sharing your shared work on this piece, and thank you for playing in to replace our ailing violist. I really appreciate many dimensions. It's obviously really in-depth. I can tell that you've done such in-depth work, and the ways that you're coming together as an ensemble is really admirable. And I think I'm wondering if we can spend a bit of time kind of diving into the really just kind of the dark psychology and the unbelievably gut-wrenching torment and tragedy of this work, and of course in this movement right away, right? And also kind of thinking about the transformation of material, how themes become the evolve, and do fa sol la fa re fa do becomes sol si do re si sol si re when the piano comes in, right? In that interjection, in that interruption, and di ba dum ba becomes di da dum ba da da. How are these themes interconnected? I mean, there's such austere beauty in this work, but there's so much that is rooted in a sense of despair and devastation and heartache for me, and I know also for you. And I wonder if we can create some of these ideas and some of these transitions, and maybe also the overall sonority can be fuller. It's a wonderful room for clarity, and I wonder if it's some of the pedal usage you can do even more. So can we go back to there are a couple of balance. Like I said, maybe if we have time, we can point out when the cello, I guess like the kind of the third iteration of the theme in some of these areas, the cello does get swallowed in terms of cello and piano balance. Yeah, can we go back to the beginning? the 5-1 can be less automatic, and this is just a theme in the state of becoming. I just feeling this sense of freedom and the elasticity with each other, and I know we're all searching for that. And what does that sound like? When you get to right away, you could. It's a very dry room, and I think you have a little bit of overhang. There's not much. Just where you come in, where the piano comes in. Great. I wonder, in terms of it's hard to tell pitch, I think, and the harmonic content when the piano, especially in the conforza area, where like bar 8, you need to hear those suspensions a bit more. And I wonder, just in this context, in this moment, if you hate it, just of course don't do it in the future, but longer on the chords. Can we go from the same spot one more time? Between strings and piano. And we know this was written first for string quintet and then 2 pianos, and then he finally was persuaded by Joachim and Clara that in fact we need both the contrast between this keyboard instrument and the strings to make this orchestral symphonic, the complexities of these elements come alive. And I wonder here we can be a little more string-like. To really provide more of the tonality of this. Can we go from just the pickup there? Tim bum ba da da. trading back and forth. Focus a little bit more on this fragmentary as you did. So these really deep legatos. Try 16. You have my numbers. Oh, I'm sorry. It's this one. Yeah. Yeah, great. I hear you focusing on your right hand. Right away, it needs to be this really featured element. It's a little bit more here. Now, can we go from 2 bars before the... Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4 bars before the double bar. And yeah, keep on spelling in that enharmonic note differently, right? Do, so, so, re, do, fa, do, do, si. Yeah. Can we go from that bar? Great. Let's just do it one more time. I would love to have the sense that you're listening to your left hand much more here, I think. Yeah. The bass is the boss. Yeah, always. And so more of a connection between the left hand and the right hand. lot. That's good for you to start. The spot that you started? It currently sounds a bit more, a bit competitive. Yeah, maybe a little bit more. I'm just playing with one hand, not to be creative, but yeah, a little bit more mellow, perhaps. Can we try? Should they try it or should they not?
Go ahead and try it.
Okay. Well, last time.
My philosophy is play, and when you can.
Yeah. Okay, One more time. I think we need to call it a day, but more kind of thinking about which voice in all the complexity that we're handling along is supportive, and sometimes like in your right hand here is competitive register, because it's higher, so we can balance. But it's really
Thank you. Guide these guys. Guys, thank you for playing.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much for playing. Thank you.
Move them.